All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be responding to some news that came out yesterday about Devin Haney's next fight, and Matchroom nor anybody else other than Top Rank taking the time to bid for it. As a result, he's going back to Top Rank, or he's going to have to drop that belt. But then Devin says something very interesting as in response about it that I thought was very interesting. He says, I should have just bid on it myself. This matches perfectly with a comment that I thought was very snide from Eddie Hearn. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 140-pound division where the WBC champion, Devin Haney, coming off of a loss that will most likely be overturned and turned into a no contest later this week when Ryan Garcia gets his decision from the New York State Athletic Commission as to what they're going to do about him testing positive for Ostarine. Devin Haney had a mandatory fight ordered by the WBC, and that is against a Spanish fighter named Sandor Martin. Apparently, or obviously, Sandor Martin and Devin Haney were not able to come to a conclusion about what it would take for the two of them to fight. So, according to the rules of the WBC, in that situation, you go to what is called a purse bid. And a purse bid is when other promoters can pay a fee to the WBC or the other sanctioning bodies that may be putting it on, and they can bid for the fight. And that's what took place. But something interesting happened to the former future face of boxing, Devin Haney, and only one promoter, Bob Arum's Top Rank, actually bid on the fight. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. And again, shout out to my guy, Ashton Denton, Daryl McKinney. Man, you guys I'm with y'all. Good to know, Daryl, that you made some really good progress. And Ashton, hey man, we're going to keep it rolling. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel and the super chats and the cash apps. Thank you to everybody that supports and the super thanks of videos like this. Maddie Yo, Barbara D. We had some new subscribers that I'm going to get in one of the next videos coming up probably tomorrow. I'm going to make sure that I get those laid out for you and say thank you. Thank you. Now, let's get into this because it's funny to me. And it's funny to me from a business perspective because people like to talk about the business of boxing. It's all over the place. It is in Boxing Scene. It is in ESPN. It's on different YouTube channels. It's all over Twitter. And people often refer to it as the business of boxing. Now, I, in a previous life, worked for a management consulting firm. And what we would do is we would consult people on how to improve their business processes. Now, I was a junior analyst. Having come out of law school. So my strength was more in contracts. However, I got very familiar with the concept of business and the necessary things to advise people to run their businesses more efficiently. So when I listen to business discussions, my ears perk up. And this is a scenario with this particular purse bid that I knew was going to take place because Eddie Hearn said it was going to take place. Eddie said, Eddie Hearn, CEO of Matchroom Boxing, said prior to the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney fight that Devin Haney was going to have to drop the belt, that WBC belt. And because nobody is going to pay for that fight between he and Sandor Martin. And he also was not going to pay any step aside because Sandor Martin has been paid step aside on 2 occasions already. So he said Sandor Martin could just sit on a beach and continue to get step aside. But at a point in time, somebody's going to actually have to fight Sandor Martin, and Sandor Martin isn't going to take the step aside money. So now you have a purse bid that took place, and Eddie Hearn did not bid on it at all. Bob Arum won the purse bid with a bid of $2.42 million, which brings what Eddie Hearn said into 100% full view. If you realize how much money Devin Haney is going to make in that fight, let me do the math very quickly for you. 10% of the purse bid is going to go to the sanctioning body. Of the amount bid on the purse, 70% goes to the champion, 30% goes to the challenger, which means Devin Haney will get about little over $1.5 million for the fight, which is the same amount that he got for the fight. My understanding is with Ryan Garcia, and the same amount that he got for the fight with Regis Prograis. So it doesn't, and just so you know, for the people that want to come and talk about the $30-50 million Devin is making, according to Regis Prograis, he didn't get any back-end money from his fight with Devin Haney. And according to Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, they haven't gotten a payout from the back end of their fight either. So despite what Mike Coppinger will report based off his sources, which are probably Devin Haney, he's not making $15 million combined over the last 2 fights. Now, don't get me wrong. He's fought 2 times in the last year. And if he made $3 million before taxes and payout, let me tell you, that's a good job if you can get it. However, it's not Gervonta Davis money. It's not Errol Spence money. It's not Anthony Joshua money. It's just not. And why is that? It's because Devin Haney is not the draw that Devin Haney has claimed to be. And even before the Ryan Garcia fight, Eddie Hearn said he was not paying for that fight. So it's not related, for Eddie Hearn at least, to that particular fight. Now, the thing that Devin Haney said to me that was interesting is he responded to Eddie Hearn and saying, Eddie talking about Matchroom didn't even bid on it. I should have bid on it myself. Now, come on. You bid on it yourself. How? What network do you have in order to air this fight that you would have to sell this fight to? When Eddie Hearn explained why he didn't buy the fight, he said this is not something that DAZN is interested in investing in, and there's no value in the fight. That's why he didn't do it. Now, Top Rank, on the other hand, bidding on the fight, has Sandor Martin, who is signed to Top Rank. So Top Rank, and he set the budget for the fight. The budget being $2.42 million for the fight. Vasily Lomachenko has had purses himself in that George Kambosos fight. My understanding was over $2.42 million. So where are we? We are at a realistic view of the value of boxers, specifically Devin. And not everybody is going to believe the noise being put out by people that are sycophants of Devin Haney. The fact of the matter is that Devin is a very, very good fighter. I believe even though he lost to Ryan Garcia like he did, that he is a very, very good fighter. I'm not fully convinced that those tests are really related, justify the beating that he got. It was more probably associated with his arrogance and his sense of this inflated ego and inflated value. And that comes from having a lot of yes men around you. I have no idea why Devin Haney would say, maybe I should have been on the fight. Now, that's what Eddie said. Eddie said, shoot, Devin's a free agent and he has his own promotional company. So he could have been on it. Now, if you don't realize that is Eddie Hearn being a smart behind, you're missing it. Because it takes more than just bidding on the fight to actually be able to put on the fight. You have to have a network. You have to have the capacity to negotiate a venue. And please let me know when Devin Haney Promotions has ever done that. Most of the promotional companies that are held by boxers are really, and I'm probably not using the right phrase here, so tax attorneys, please forgive me. It's more like a financial instrument. Well, I don't know if a financial instrument is necessarily the right phrase. It is more of a corporate structure designed to alleviate taxes and allow you to partner with another promoter, limit your promotional fees, and pass the money through for tax purposes. Other than that, Devin Haney Promotions is really just a management company. And if you don't believe it, read the contract. I have a copy. I've read the contract of a promotional agreement that was sent to another fighter where it was very clear that they weren't doing anything. The Zone and Matchroom were putting up all the money. So, and Devin probably doesn't have the ability to put up all that money. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.